Yeah, do you see? Okay, people, what is the date today? It's June 11th of 2024. Do you see what's going on down there? I don't see very well. You can see better than me. They started building another one of those god-awful looking ugly buildings that are completely unaffordable. What they rent it out to are immigrants that come in with 1 or 2 kids. They have their playgrounds up on top, some of these buildings. That's where they put their playgrounds, people. Okay? And they walk and they come and they look in my yard and they walk to the... You come outside and you'll see people standing by the rabbits, showing their little kids the rabbits. And they like the yard, right? Because it's what they live in. Okay? Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Well, they're building another one, so I got these big ass fucking trucks. Again, up and down this road, again. In the meantime, I just had some Punjabis knock on my door and ask me if they can hook up their hydro and I guess their water hose so that they can start getting ready to demolish this house. Not this one. Apparently these people didn't answer their door. Apparently those people didn't fucking help them. And the people, they even went to the neighbor next to me and asked them, but they said no. But of course when they came to my door, I got a little snippy. I'm like, yeah, great, finally, yeah, you're gonna do this. Hey, you're gonna come and you're gonna kill off these trees. That's what the fuck? Like, I didn't say what the fuck. And you know what? He basically insulted me, people. He basically, okay, when they bought this house, there was people living in it. They evicted the woman from the upstairs that had lived up there for 20 years. I don't know what the excuse was, but they found an excuse. And then they moved in the UN soldiers, that's what I call them, a band of Punjabi men up on top. They left the elderly couple on the bottom, but they refused to fix the plumbing. They refused to do anything. They refused to do everything. They just said, fucking, that take it as is, better yet, get the fuck out. Okay? And, anyway, they also bought the other house on the other side. They tore that one down. It was a big pile of garbage in the back. One of my neighbors called and had the city come and get them to clean it all up. And now they're gonna tear down this duplex. That's 4 suites gone, okay? And when they took it over, I guess the son, like kind of like my landlady's son, get the fuck out. You know, you pay this. If you don't pay, get out, get out, get out. And the woman on the bottom with her husband, who were elderly and retired, had been there for like 20 years themselves, 25 years or whatever the hell it was. So phoned up the father and said, what the hell's going on here? Father told the son to back off. Okay, so they managed to get rid of the woman up on top. They ended up leaving the elderly couple on the bottom, but they refused to fix the fucking plumbing. And they lived with a shitty fucking bathroom up until the time they finally left. Okay, all right. As the UN soldiers moved up on top, I don't know what they did on this side with this duplex, but it was probably kicked out the tenants and moved in the Punjabi men, because that's what they do, people. Okay, they move in the fucking Punjabi men as they're bringing them in through immigration. Okay, and then they put them to work, and they use the government as the excuse. Because okay, so this dude comes to my house. He says, I want, you know, I'll give you money to use the hydro. I'll give you money to use the hydro and the water. And I'm like, no, because you're just gonna come down here and cut all these beautiful trees down. That's it. You're creating homelessness. Look at this garbage. You're creating homelessness. And like, I'm fucking freaking out here, right? Because these guys, they want to buy the property. I told them, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna tear down all this shit, right? Look, you see, they tore this all down, right? And now they're busting up this shit. I don't know what the fuck they're doing here. I don't see very well, people. Oh my God, it stinks. It smells really, really bad. And he's calling me fucking trash. This guy, literally, young fucking Punjabi, right? Thinking he's some rich little bastard, okay? Well, do you work? He's standing at my doorstep. Well, why can't you let us use your hydro and your water? We'll pay you. I said, I don't want the money. It's not about the money. It's the fucking principle here. I said, after you tear down this, you build that ugly building right next to it. This one still sits practically empty, people, after 3 fucking years, with the freaking basement leaking, for crying out loud. My neighbor that lives over there, when the heavy rains comes, she hears the sump pump as there's something pumping out the freaking basement as it's fucking flooding out, and the place practically sits empty. And they want to build another ugly looking box like that right here between that property and this property. And he wants to come to my door, get an attitude with me, because I'm like calling him on his bullshit, saying, no, I'm not going to let you use the hydro and the water, because you're just making people go homeless. You're creating homelessness. Oh, well, do you work? Do you work? I'm like, do I work? What does that have to do with any... Well, clearly, you're like, he was insinuating I was fucking white trash, people. How dare you? I told him, right? And then he fucked off, eh? Because, I'm like, right? And then, I don't know, he walking, right? And I said to him, why? Why you come here to fucking hurt people? Like, there's 20 million people homeless in your fucking country. In your country of India, right? You know what I'm saying? So if you're such a good businessman and you're such a good because he's trying to, we're doing what the government wants us to do. We're stimulating the economy. Clearly you're uneducated. You don't understand economics. Clearly you don't work. Clearly you're a fucking white trash. I said, yeah, white, right. So you're going to buy that house, my house, and my neighbor's house. And when that time comes, you're going to kick us all out onto the fucking streets and then convince yourself that you're a good guy. Yes. That's what he said. Yes. Because he's creating housing. For who? And is that true? Like I said, that place, I can almost guarantee you, still is 3/4 fucking empty. As this guy's accusing me of being fucking trash. Literally. Okay. So he walking off, right? And I told him, you can't fucking buy your way into heaven. But you see, that's the thing about Punjabis. They don't believe in heaven, people. They believe on getting as much as they can while they can, live the best life that they can, do their little bit of charity among themselves, between themselves, and fuck everything and everybody else. I didn't say that to him, but I did call him on, why don't you help your own people? You're such a good fucking businessman, right? You can do all this, but you can't go back to freaking India and help the 20 million homeless people and growing as your country is fucking burning up. I said, you're Punjab, 55 degree fucking Celsius, right? In terms of, you guys can't even live there anymore. You cut down all the fucking trees, and now you're coming here and cutting down all the fucking trees because the government told you so? So that you can brag among your peers and think you're fucking rich as you down talk and trash white people? That's what I told him, people. But then I also reminded him that I'm blind and that I have a disabled grandson that can't walk, can't talk, can't fucking do anything, can't feed himself, can't crawl, can't do nothing, right? And what, you're gonna come knocking on my door saying my dad bought the property, get the fuck out, because we're improving the fucking neighborhood? We're getting rid of the white trash? Is that it? The black trash? Getting rid of the native people? Is that it? So the UN fucking soldiers can come in with their boys? Go on to the next district? Going to the next fucking town? Oh, I bought a house 5 years ago. I came here with nothing, he said. Nothing. I had $0 when I showed up. But I worked hard. And in 5 years, I got a house. I said, yeah, you did that all by yourself, right? Yeah, if that's the case, why do you have to fucking stack and pack fucking 10 of you into a fucking upper floor of a freaking fourplex just to be able to say that you have a fucking house to live in now after you pillaged everything else in your fucking path? Well, you did it. Like, seriously. And I tried to be diplomatic about it. I even fucking came back because when they first bought this place, I talked to them about it. I asked them why, and they admitted that there's corruption within the housing market, but they absolutely don't want to take no responsibility for feeding into it. Instead, they blame the fucking government. The government makes us do it. The government wants us to do it. The government tells us to do it. The government brings us in to do it. These people will all be homeless. Those people living in that house, right next to this house, will become fucking homeless. My house will be another homeless statistic. The people next door to me will be another house of homeless statistics. That fucking little dinky house over there will be another, with all the Africans and shit, will be another statistic. And this guy is in complete fucking denial. Blaming the government for it. As he stacks and packs his bag of greed. Yeah. Yeah. Homeless. 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 None of these people can afford what they're building. As they trash everything as they do it. And then they turn around and they call the tenants fucking trash. Those people didn't let them fucking use the hydro or the water too. And I'm glad. But they probably didn't stand up to the dude. They probably just said, we speak no English. And they're not Punjabi. Where I just said, to hell with you. What's the matter with you? Why you come here? You want to destroy my life. You want to force my family into homelessness. As if, oh, well, you must be white trash. Do you work? Well, what does it matter if I work or not? Right? I've been in this house 14 fucking years. I pay my fucking rent. I'm a fucking Canadian. I have a right to affordable housing. But not with these guys moving into the fucking country. Hell no.